Alrighty then, the CAGED system. We're gonna turn these 10 open position chords into caged, it's hard to say, isn't it? Caged shapes. So, people call these bar chords. I think it's better to call them caged shapes or just chord shapes. And you navigate your fretboard using these caged shapes. Let's start with the E chord, right? And what you want to do is you want to move that up the neck, let's say to an A. So if we fret it like this instead of that, like there, and then you add this finger as a bar. So now it's an E shape, E chord, E shape. Yeah? So it hurts a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. And it sounds weird. It's too big, you know. You see people play this, especially people who aren't, you know, professionals. They play this whole thing, and it sounds awful. If you're on a recording, you would never do that. It sounds crazy. It wouldn't fit in the mix. But to fret it and to visualize it, you want to visualize it like this. That's what it looks like, and that's what it feels like, and it hurts when you feel it. A. Let's move up a fourth to a D. That's a D. Play it there. Up a fourth to a G. G is here. Up a fourth to a C. To an F. B flat. E flat. A flat. D flat. Oh, it's really hurting now. G flat. B. E. I mean, if you have an electric, it's easier. Can't really do that, so I'll do an open E and then back to A. That's how you want to practice it. Now, a better way to do it is to just do a low bit. Etc. All the way around the cycle of fourth. And then you do this bit. All the way around, and then you do this bit. Where are we? T to G, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. Where are we now? G flat, B, E, A. Top 3 strings. And the bonus here is that you're going to learn all the notes on the fretboard, because you're looking for those notes all the time. So you're hearing A. So I'm visualizing this, but I could just visualize the top string here. That's an A, right? A, B, G, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. So the bonus is you learn your fretboard note-wise. To learn the guitar fretboard is done with shapes. To learn the notes of the fretboard is done by moving the shapes around. So it's perfect marriage. Let's do it with E minor as well. So E minor, that was major, lower that note, E minor, turn it into a shape. Again, it's too big. It's gonna hurt to do this. It's just stupid. So let's just do, we've done that bit, so maybe just those 3. A minor. Okay? Around the cycle of fourth is how you learn it, and you will learn the notes on the fretboard as well. And the top ones. That's your E minor shape. Let's move on. Let's do the A shape. That's your A, right? You don't worry about him. And then when we turn it into a shape, hurts a little bit. If we had to play that note, which is, if you look at a chord box when someone writes down, they'll have that in there and there'll be a big bar there. It's a terrible idea. How are you going to fit? That's not going to work. And you get a beginner and they'll be like, I can't do this. I can't play guitar. Well, no, it's the person who wrote it out who's an idiot. You can can do that, it's a little bit easier. You definitely can't, I mean I could now, but I got 30 years on you on this, and it still hurts me. And it sounds shit, you know? Just that bit, much better, or that bit. If you play that bit, you're not playing a major actually, because the major, remember when we did A to A minor, is there on that string. So if you're playing just those, it's a 5 chord. But here, D, A, D, G, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, etc., etc. Minor, minor, bar chord. Now you can actually, because of the way this is fretted, but really still, I prefer that. Mute that top string. That's a D minor, so A minor, D minor, G minor, C minor, F minor. Keep doing that and it'll all work out for you. D chord, this is difficult. And we're gonna find a solution. That's a D. Here's an A as a D shape. How stupid is that? You'll never be able to play that quickly. If you do that, skip the top string, it's not a D major anymore, because the third, remember, was on the top. But you could start it like that, I suppose. A, D, G, C. Now I'm looking for this note here, the little finger here. That's my root note, or I'm looking for that one. Where are we? C to F, B flat, E flat, down here, A flat. But really, you're not playing a major chord, so don't do this for too long. Instead, play the top bit. So A, that's great. Very useful. Top part of a D shape. D, so that's an A, so we want a D, we want a G, we want a C. Now you're looking at this note, definitely. You can't visualize one you're not playing, really. You can, but you got it there, so focus on the second string. And you learn all the notes on the second string as well. Bonus, C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, etc., etc. And then we do it in minor. D, D minor, minor shape in A, D minor shape, an A minor chord in a D minor shape. It's harder to say these things than to do them. So this is possible, but it hurts a little bit and it sounds a bit naff. So maybe just do that. A minor, D minor, G minor, C minor, F minor, B flat minor, etc., etc. You don't have to do this to a click. You can just like feel your way through it, you know. Slower here, quicker there when you know them, and just make sure you go through all 12 keys. So that's the first 3. We got G to do next. So this is a difficult one. So you got G, and as I said, there's a million ways you can do this, seemingly. If we're in A, I think that's probably the only way to do it, really. And really, you probably just end up doing that. D to G, to C, to F. Maybe you could go, and then B flat, and then E flat, A flat. So you play the bass note, and then you play the chord there. D flat, G flat, B flat, no, B, E, A. You could do it here as well. It hurts a little bit though, doesn't it? Because that's an A, the third, and then an A again. You don't have a fifth now. Could put that there, I don't know. It becomes a bit weird all of a sudden. I think that's the best one, basically. But you could try this just to ingrain this shape in your hand, right? A to D, where's D? There. G, C, F, etc. Minor, really, really hard. So G minor, A minor will be here then. I can't even do it. I have to let go of that to fret that. D minor. Can't do it. If I do bar chord here, and if I hold my hand and, you know, it's gonna fall off in a sec. So do that instead. That's an F. It's weird because it doesn't have an F in it. It's fifth, minor third, fifth again. So it's a bit strange there. But if someone else is playing the, like say you have a bass player, they'd be fine to play that as an F minor. B flat minor, E flat minor. So you see, you play a fraction of it. Play the top bit, only those three notes, so A minor. You're kind of playing an E minor shape, but just holding with different fingers. So, you know, this will become more useful when you're extending these chords. So you still need to go through it. Okay, C. This is a good one. So C as a bar chord in A. You call it a bar chord, right? There's no barring here. If I wanted a top note, I had a bar there. So why would you want to do that? It just hurts. And if you want to play the top ones, you're playing a D shape, really. So there you go. There's not a bar chord, is it? It's just a movable shape in A. A C-shaped A. C-shaped D. G. C. Or up there, but this guitar doesn't have a long enough neck. F. E flat. E flat. A flat. D flat. G flat. B. E. A. Just keep moving that around and you will ingrain this shape in your hands. C minor shape, final one, I promise. And then this madness is all over. It's just time for you to sit down and do this. Don't read it, right? I don't want you to read this. You could use Chordicus if you want to click around and stuff, but it's understanding it that matters. So you need to stare at this, stare at your own guitar neck. C minor shape, so we came to the conclusion that root, third, fifth, root, third, minor third, fifth, root. So that's enough, right? So why not just practice that? So we start with an A. You can put that in if you wanna, just if it helps you visualize. D minor, G minor. Or you can look for that note as your root. C minor, F, B flat, E flat, A flat. What comes after A flat? D flat. After D flat we have a G flat. B. E minor. A minor. So that's it. You need to sit down and you need to look at your guitar neck and you need to move these 10 caged chord shapes around the neck. And when you can do that, it's time to move on and connect them, which is what we do in the next step. See you then.